Hi everyone! Welcome to Merry Games with You. Remember the one-start boar from the last episode? Well, for a start, I'll be taming it and one other. I've made a pen for them in the back of my shed. I must say, they made me run in circles, but I've edited most of it out to save time. Then I'll teach you how to control a raft. Sailing is very important and enjoyable in this game. After that, we will head out to find the Eikthyr altar. Well, come on, let's get started. This must be my third or fourth try to lead it in. As you can see, the ball refused to follow. For some reason, sometimes they will not follow you beyond a certain point. On other occasions, a ball could follow you for quite long distances. I'm not sure why this happens. To overcome this, I have decided to extend the wall out a bit. Then I'll trap it once it enters the area again. Okay, let's try this one more time. Come on, ball. Yay, got it. Now let's put it in the pen. Being aggressive and with no other way to run, it should follow me in eventually. Next, I must make a partition within the pen, as I still need to drag another ball back, and I don't want to lose this one. Okay, time to repeat the process. I've been very lucky this time round. I don't usually find start boars so near to the starting point. In the past, they could only be found at least one island away, or maybe even further. I suspect the developers have been kind and allowed them to spawn nearer. Alright, come on piggy, piggy, piggy. Come on, follow me all the way home. Are you following? Yes, I have managed to drag 3 back, but I only need 1. Okay, come on, inside here. Got it. Okay, let's have a look. Oh wow, a one-start ball, another one. Now I've got 2. I am super lucky indeed. Come on, in here. Okay. I'm taking down the partition as they don't need to be separated, but I still want a barrier so I can go in and out of the pen easily without them escaping. Now I tame boars with raspberries as they are easily available. I'll throw 8 in. Taming takes about 30 minutes, and 3 berries are enough for 1 boar if there are no disturbances. When boars have an exclamation mark above their heads, they are not being tamed, and taming will take longer. Giving 4 berries each should be enough. I made a second floor above the pen. It'll be a good place to wait till they are tamed. Plus, it will be night soon, and greylings are likely to be out and about. The fire is disturbing the boars. Wild boars do not like fire, and it will make it difficult to tame them. I will destroy the fire for now. As you can see, the boars are trying to destroy the walls of the hut and the fence. When agitated, the boars will try to destroy whatever is in their way. So keep an eye on them and repair the barriers every once in a while. Try not to let them see you when you do this. This only agitates them all over again. As taming takes a while, just sit your character down and you can go do other things in real life. Do come back and check on your character and the pigs once in a while to be sure all is okay. Having a low or even empty food bar for your character is probably fine while waiting. However, it would be better if it is filled. You never know when a stray greyling is going to throw a rock at you. You don't want to die because you have no health left. Besides trying to avoid dying, try to avoid sleeping in beds while taming, as this wastes the food. Okay, they've started taming as I can see yellow hearts rising from them. While waiting, you could also go hunting nearby, but be careful not to go too far. If you can still see the pen, you are probably not too far away. I'm finally going to equip my bow and do some hunting. Nighttime is a good time to go hunting if you are careful. Birds are usually sitting on the ground and you can shoot at them with a bow. The only other time you might find a lot of them is during a storm. Oh, there's a bird in the distance. Approach birds carefully, preferably from behind or far off to the side. They are quite sharp-eyed most of the time, and they will fly off before you can get a shot in. Great, my first feathers. With feathers I can make better arrows. You could make flint head arrows at this level if you want. I prefer wooden arrows for birds and deer. A deer. Great. My first deer meat. Yummy. Deer meat is the best food at this level. Cooked deer meat gives 35 health and 12 stamina and lasts for 20 minutes. It can also be used in another recipe. Good. More feathers. I will make some fire arrows with the feathers. I like to use them against trolls. Grey dwarfs, brutes and shamans are also weak against fire, but I usually prefer to use my regular weapon against them. Let's see what else we can find. A deer. A one-starred deer. Oh yes, I forgot to mention why starred animals are better than non-starred. Usually animals drop one item of meat or whatever resource they drop. When they are one-starred, they drop 2 items, and when they are 2-starred, they drop 4. The more stars they have also means more health and a greater ability to do damage. Let's get some necks. I prefer using the club to get necks. Necks are a little harder to get meat from, as they don't always drop their tails. See, I didn't get any. Let's go check on the boars. The boars are still taming, but they should be done soon. Can you see the steam rising off Mary's body? That is because she's experiencing the cold effect. You can see the notification at the top right of the screen, just next to the minimap. That means health regeneration will be at minus 50% and stamina regeneration will be at minus 25%. This can be counteracted by warmer clothing or by sitting next to a heat source. I can't have a fire right now though, because that would agitate the pigs. There are other effects like the wet effect that gives a minus 25% effect on health regeneration and a minus 15% effect on stamina regeneration. Interestingly, the wet effect provides a slight protection against fire. I am not wet right now though because of the roof over my head. The boars should be tamed soon. There we go. There's the sound of a chime and lots of yellow hearts rising from the boar when it is tamed. The words "boar has been tamed" will also appear on the screen for a few seconds. Great! Now both boars are tamed. Let's go have a look at them. We can start breeding them now. For them to breed, the partner must be within 3 meters. Besides that, you can only have 5 pigs within 10 meters of each other. Once there are 5 pigs, usually no more pigs are born. Though sometimes, if you are lucky, it is possible to get a 6th piglet. I threw in 2 raspberries to get the breeding started. Later, when I build a raised pig farm, I will throw more than just 2 raspberries. I'll repair the walls a bit. See the pink hearts? Every cloud of pink hearts means 1 love point. After a boar has got sufficient points, it will be pregnant. Not long after, the boar should give birth. When you hear a screeching sound, it usually means a piglet has been born. Visually, you may see a spurt of red fluid and a baby pig appearing. As you can see, a piglet can pass through a wall if the pen is small enough. I will move the piglet back into the large pen later. I am flattening the ground as I want to enlarge the pig farm so I can have 4 pens that are about 10 meters apart. By having this distance between the pens, all pens will be able to have 5 to 6 boars in them. Okay, it's time to make the raft. We need 20 wood, 6 leather scraps and 6 resin. We also need to have a workbench. Be careful where you drop the raft. You could damage it or it may get stuck on a rock. Drop it onto deep enough water away from big rocks. To get onto the raft, you could just jump on or use the ladder at the back. With the cursor on the ladder, just press E to get on. To start using the rudder, select E again. Once you are at the rudder, just press W to go forward. When you do that, you will see one chevron or one tiny arrow just above the rudder control. This is considered rowing. It is a safe way to maneuver around objects in the water, or when you want to have more control. To turn to the left, press A. To change directions or to turn to the right, press D. To start using the sails, press W once for half sail and twice for full sails. At full sail, you will see 3 tiny red arrows. That will be the fastest you can go, provided the wind is coming from behind you. To slow down, select S. Keep pressing S till you stop. There should be no arrows above or below the rudder control. If you press S again at this point, you will reverse. The raft will now move backwards. See the tiny arrow that appears below the rudder control symbol? You can also turn while reversing. Just remember it is the back that is turning to the left or to the right, not the front. See, as I press A in reverse, the back of the raft is turning to the left. Okay, now I am turning to the right using D. The back of the raft is turning to the right in reverse. See, it's not all that difficult. I hope the tutorial has been clear enough. If not, do rewind and listen again. I think we are ready to go look for Eikthyr. I want to look more closely at what is just across the water from us. I can just make out some trees. I see some fir trees and maybe there are some pines as well. Yes, I see a black forest, but that is not where Eikthyr is, so we must change our course. Okay, we are near to the Eikthyr altar now. Before we land, I must add a few things about sailing. Always try and keep the wind behind you or to the side. If you are sailing into the wind, you may stall and have no movement forward at all. This could be perilous if you are being chased by a mob like a serpent. When landing your boat or raft, always look for a nice shallow spot. There's a reason for this. Mobs will try to destroy your boat when they come across it. The materials for the boat will sink to the bottom. If the water is too deep, you will be unable to retrieve them. I will destroy the raft so I can reclaim the materials straight away. You can use any tool or weapon to destroy a raft or boat. The better the weapon or tool, the faster the boat will be disassembled. I'm only using a flint axe, so it is a bit tedious. And I should probably try to regain my stamina as well, but I'm always excited to get going and forget all about it. Once you have destroyed the raft, check to make sure that you have picked up all the materials to rebuild one. This is a nice spot. I'll mark the raspberries as soon as I can on the map, and I want to check to see where the altar is as well. There we go. There's a little stream to the side. I wonder if it goes all the way around the altar. This could be treacherous in a fight. We tend to move very slowly in water, so this could be a problem. Oh yes, the altar is surrounded by the stream on two sides. It is not a big problem. There's more than enough room to fight. I will just have to remember not to run in the direction of the stream. Okay, Hugin is telling us to make sure to craft good enough weapons and have a good meal before fighting the boss, as it won't be easy. The small rune stone tells us to hunt his kin. That means deer. We need to hunt deer as we need 2 deer trophies to make an offering that will summon Eikthyr. Well, thanks and good job everyone for staying all the way to the end. In the next episode, Mary will prepare the surrounding area for the fight and then face Eikthyr. Till next time, bye everyone!